Welcome to latest News Blaster. Gwen Stefani is reportedly done playing nice, and insiders claim she's finally planning her revenge after years of heartbreak and humiliation following her rocky relationship with country superstar Blake Shelton. Sources close to the situation revealed that Gwen has been quietly plotting her next move ever since rumors surfaced about Blake's rekindled connection with his ex, Miranda Lambert. A revelation that allegedly left Gwen shattered but determined. According to insiders, Gwen feels that she has been made to look like the fool for far too long, and she's not about to let Blake humiliate her again. Those close to the singer say she's channeling all her pain into her music, crafting what's being described as her most personal and explosive album yet, a collection of songs that expose everything she's endured behind closed doors. Friends claim Gwen has had enough of trying to appear composed for the cameras and is ready to reclaim her power, both as a woman and as an artist. She's tired of being the victim in everyone's story, one source said. This time, she's taking control of the narrative, and if that means embarrassing Blake in the process, so be it. Rumors suggest Gwen's upcoming music will subtly call out Blake's behavior, with lyrics that mirror their private arguments and her feelings of betrayal. Insiders say she's also considering a bombshell interview to finally tell her side of the story, something fans have been waiting years for. Meanwhile, Blake, according to those in his circle, is said to be worried but pretending not to care, especially as Gwen's confidence begins to rise again. People close to the pair describe Gwen as stronger, colder, and more focused than ever, a complete transformation from the heartbroken woman who once tried to save a relationship that seemed doomed from the start. Some of her inner circle even hint that Gwen might collaborate with one of Blake's industry rivals as part of her strategic comeback, which would send shockwaves through both the pop and country worlds. Social media has already been buzzing with cryptic posts and subtle digs that fans believe are directed at Blake, especially after Gwen shared a message reading, "The best revenge is moving on with style." Insiders confirm that Gwen is done crying, done waiting, and done forgiving. Instead, she's reportedly surrounding herself with powerful allies, working on a fashion line inspired by Rebirth, and embracing her independence like never before. She's not bitter, says another source. She's just finally done letting someone else define her worth. Fans have rallied behind her, praising her resilience and transformation, while others speculate that her revenge will be more psychological than public, a quiet, calculated glow-up designed to remind Blake exactly what he lost. In the end, Gwen Stefani isn't looking to destroy Blake Shelton. She just wants to make sure he never forgets the woman who refused to be humiliated twice. Her silence, her art, and her unstoppable confidence might just be the sweetest revenge of all. As Gwen Stefani moves forward with her life, those closest to her say she's entering a new era, one fueled by confidence, creativity, and a quiet fire that Blake Shelton never saw coming. After years of trying to maintain peace and keep their image intact, Gwen has finally realized that sometimes silence is the most powerful weapon. Sources say that while Blake believed she would simply fade into the background, Gwen was in fact plotting her ultimate reinvention, a total rebirth of her public persona and her emotional strength. Friends describe her days now as filled with studio sessions, brand meetings, and private getaways designed to cleanse her energy from the heartbreak that once consumed her. It's not about revenge in the typical sense. It's about showing the world that no one, not even a superstar like Blake Shelton, can define Gwen Stefani's story anymore. Insiders report that Gwen's decision to fight back through art has not only reignited her creativity, but has also drawn massive attention from major record executives, eager to back her new, emotionally charged album. Early whispers suggest that the songs are full of hidden messages, reflections on betrayal, love lost, and the price of public humiliation. "She's telling her truth this time," one insider explained. "Every lyric feels like a page from her diary, and some of it is so raw that people might not even believe it's about Blake. But it is." Behind the scenes, Gwen is said to be collaborating with some of the most powerful producers in pop and alternative music, building an album that blends heartbreak with empowerment, much like her early No Doubt days. Fans who've been craving the fierce, unapologetic Gwen from the Tragic Kingdom era might finally get her back. Only now, she's wiser, bolder, and unafraid to name names through her art. Meanwhile, the tension between Gwen and Blake has reportedly reached a boiling point. Those close to the couple say that while Blake is trying to maintain his easygoing country charm image in public, he's been quietly reaching out to mutual friends, asking what Gwen plans to reveal. Some insiders even claim he's worried that certain private details, things only she would know, might make their way into her lyrics. He's nervous, one source admitted. Blake knows how smart Gwen is, and if she wants to make a statement, she'll do it in a way that cuts deep. Although Blake continues to post light-hearted content on social media, fans have noticed a certain uneasiness, a nervous energy that seems to surface whenever Gwen's name trends online. Adding to the tension, rumors suggest that Gwen has been approached for a major documentary project, one that would chronicle her rise, heartbreak, and reinvention. The project, if confirmed, could become one of the most talked-about celebrity stories in years, especially since insiders hint that it will include never-before-seen footage and candid moments from her time with Blake. She doesn't want to tear him down, a close friend said. But she's not going to protect him anymore either. She protected him for too long. This newfound boldness has earned Gwen a wave of admiration from fans who've followed her journey from heartbreak to healing. Social media has turned her into a symbol of empowerment, with thousands of supporters commenting things like Queen energy, revenge through success, and she's glowing without him. Professionally, Gwen is thriving in ways she hasn't in years. Reports say her fashion brand is seeing a massive resurgence, her TV appearances are pulling record engagement, and her upcoming music teaser is already one of the most anticipated releases of the year. Insiders credit her transformation to focusing on self-love and removing toxic energy from her circle. Even her style has evolved. Gone are the soft, romantic looks she wore during her relationship with Blake. In their place are bold patterns, edgy hairstyles, and fierce red lips that scream independence. It's like she's stepping into her own power again, one stylist noted. She's done dressing for anyone but herself. But Gwen's rebirth hasn't just been about career moves, it's deeply emotional too. After years of compromise and public scrutiny, she's finally finding peace in solitude. Friends say she spends time meditating, journaling, and surrounding herself with people who make her laugh without any agenda. She realized love shouldn't hurt, one confidant revealed. It should build you, not break you. These words have resonated deeply with fans who've watched her evolution in real time. Many believe Gwen's journey mirrors that of countless women who've had to rebuild themselves after being underestimated or overshadowed by powerful partners. Meanwhile, Blake's reaction to Gwen's resurgence continues to make headlines. Sources close to him claim he's been trying to keep things cordial, but his pride has taken a hit. He didn't expect her to move on this strongly, an insider said. He thought she'd always be a little lost without him, but it's the opposite. She's glowing, and he's the one who looks like he's struggling to keep up. Others close to Blake say he's focusing on his career and maintaining his image, but privately, he's keeping tabs on everything Gwen does. The irony isn't lost on fans. After years of Gwen being painted as the emotional one, it's now Blake who seems unsettled. Industry insiders are calling this Gwen's renaissance, a comeback story that's both powerful and poetic. From heartbreak to empowerment, she's turning her pain into purpose. Those who know her best say she's not out for blood, but she's also not afraid to remind the world that she's more than someone's ex. She's rewriting the narrative, a longtime collaborator shared. For years, people associated her with the heartbreak, the tears, the scandals, but this time, she's showing them the woman who survived it all and came back stronger. And perhaps the sweetest twist of all, Gwen reportedly has no interest in seeking validation from anyone, least of all Blake. She's embracing a life of quiet luxury, deep friendships, and artistic freedom. Her social media posts, once carefully curated for couple goals, now radiate pure independence, filled with glimpses of her creative process, her kids, and her joy. Fans can feel the shift. It's not the Gwen who was trying to hold on anymore, it's the Gwen who finally let go. Those who've seen snippets of her new work describe it as a blend of revenge and rebirth, emotional, honest, and impossible to ignore. Some even say it could define a new chapter in pop culture, the same way Beyoncé's Lemonade did. Whether she names Blake directly or lets the world fill in the blanks, one thing is certain: Gwen Stefani has reclaimed her voice, her power, and her pride. And while Blake Shelton may have once believed he held the upper hand, the tables have turned. Because now, Gwen doesn't need to say a word to make her message clear. Her strength speaks louder than any scandal ever could, and for Gwen Stefani, that's the ultimate revenge. Now, as Gwen Stefani's new era unfolds, the entire entertainment industry is watching with fascination. Insiders say that what began as quiet emotional healing has evolved into a full-blown transformation, one that's both personal and professional. Gwen, who once appeared fragile and reserved in the aftermath of her public heartbreak, now radiates a kind of untouchable strength. Those close to her say she's learned to turn her pain into art and her heartbreak into momentum. She's not out to destroy Blake, one insider shared. She's out to rebuild Gwen, and she's doing it beautifully. Every move she makes now seems deliberate, a message to the world that she refuses to be defined by anyone's betrayal, not even someone as famous as Blake Shelton. Behind closed doors, Gwen's upcoming album has reportedly become her sanctuary, a space where she's free to pour out every emotion she's bottled up for